Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here. Trust you guys are doing well. Hey, we're gonna jump right on into it here with my boy Tom Maggs with Maggs Lawn and Landscape, all the way over in Albany, New York. Was able to take a quick flight out that way and check out his whole shop tour and equipment setup. The kid has got it going on, and I can't wait to show you guys what he's putting together over there. It's super exciting and super motivating, as you guys can imagine. As a lot of you guys have been following along, you know that the tour this year is sponsored by Equip Expo, Echo USA, and our good folks and friends over at Stable. If you guys need some great product over there from Stable, including their fuel stabilizer, their fast fix, their fogging oil, and so much more, I invite you guys to check out their website. We'll leave some links in the description down below. But just want to say a big thank you for those folks for supporting the tour, for making things like this happen so we can bring you guys this great content. All right, guys, we'll come back in a little bit here, talk a little bit more about the show sponsors. But until then, let's jump into it here with my boy Tom Maggs with Maggs Lawn and Landscape. All right, guys, we're going to hop right on into it here. Super excited about this tour for you guys today, all the way in Albany, New York, of all places. Hanging out with my boy Tom. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
How we doing?
Trust you guys are doing well. Had to throw that in there.
You watch the videos?
Absolutely.
Dude, that's awesome.
Since day one.
Dude, where are we at right now? Albany, New York?
We're in Albany, New York. Well, not Albany. We're technically more towards Saratoga. But,
Saratoga.
Yeah, kind of middle of nowhere.
Kind of middle of nowhere. We got a bunch of like swampland trees.
Yes, we do.
We got your beautiful shop here behind us. We're going to go do the whole tour.
Absolutely.
We just got done doing the podcast.
We did.
You did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
That was really, really good. I mean, great business mindset here. Awesome business, awesome equipment setup. If you guys want to check out the podcast, we'll leave a link in the description down below. What are we doing today? We're gonna do an equipment tour, shop tour?
A little bit of shop tour. Brian just flew in this morning, and then we're gonna get him out of here, back home for 4th of July.
I'm in and out, man. We touch down, we take off 3 hours later. I have a rule with the family that ever since I had my first little baby girl, I like to be home at night by 8 o'clock. So I really appreciate you being a quick turnaround today.
Absolutely. Happy wife, happy life.
Amen to that, dude. You get it. I mean, this guy gets it. You got a wife yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
Girlfriend for a while, but it'll be a minute.
No announcements, dude. No announcements. All right. We're at living. People are losing interest, right? No,
yeah,
I'm just having fun. All right, so you got a great business going on here. A lot of trucks, a lot of equipment, and you're 34 years old?
19.
19 years old.
19
all right.
years old.
I'll let you take it away. I'll stop being a dork. It's all you, man. I'm super proud of what you got going on. You got a great setup. Shout out to our mutual friend Christian with CNI Services. He linked us up. He said, you got to go check out Tom's setup. He's the real deal. He's making it happen. That's you. It's all you, man. So, want to take it away?
Absolutely.
All right, cool, man. So where are we at right now?
So right here we got I guess a little background on our business, lawn and landscape. We do landscape, hardscape installations, patio, retaining walls, grill areas, anything you could really think of, we'll build it. But anyway, we're about half landscape, hardscape, half mowing and maintenance. So we run 2 mowing and maintenance crews. Right here we got our 2 mowing trucks. First one for our commercial crew is Ram 4500. It is a diesel, 9-foot stainless body. We got a 20-foot SureTrack Landscape Pro trailer. As far as trailers go, we run all SureTrack. That's just what we've got up here. Our dealership right up the street carries SureTrack. And
great brand.
Just what we run. Yeah, exactly. Brian knows.
Yep,
he knows what's up.
Amen.
Then we got a 2016 F250 6.2 gasser. Behind that, we got a 16-foot SureTrack enclosed trailer. As far as the mowers go, we run mainly Skag. We got a couple X marks, unfortunately.
There you go.
No, our Skag dealer is just, they take care of us. If we have a problem, guys will go bring a mower in. They'll give them another mower to get them through the day, and that's what you have to look for with a dealer. X mark dealer, not the same thing. You bring a mower, sits there for 3 weeks. They say, oh, we're gonna get around to it. So they give you the runaround. So it's unfortunate. X mark's a good brand, but
dealer support.
Just what we deal with. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, here, take me really quick to the mow crew and the mow rig, man, because you got some great setups here. Dump trucks, enclosed trailers, utility trailers. Let's go back there. Let's go check it out a little bit.
Absolutely. All right. So like I said, this truck here mainly used for residential mowing. So we got our open trailer here. Like I said, we run mainly Skag. We got a 36-inch Skag walk behind for our backyards, 52-inch Skag V-Ride back here, and a 61-inch Skag Cheetah 2. So like
how do you like the Cheetah?
It's a decent mower. The guys like it because it goes fast. For the commercial sites, it's nice because you can buzz back and forth. I think, what, 16, 17 miles an hour?
That's what I heard.
Something crazy like that. But I was honestly thinking about putting a lock on the high and low shifter because just waiting for that phone call. But no, the guys like these mowers. And like I said, our dealer is just amazing. So
top notch.
We really can't complain. And then I guess panning over here, we got our SureTrack equipment trailer. It's a 14K. 20-foot trailer. We tore our skid steers, excavator on it. Been a great trailer so far. That's pretty much it for back here.
That's awesome, man.
Coming over here, we got some of the fun toys.
I was gonna say, is this the switch and go truck?
This is a switch and go truck.
Dude, no kid. These are becoming really popular.
Yeah. So we ordered 2 F550 switch and goes. They're identical. We got one out here. One's in the shop over there. But this is a 13-yard dumpster, or technically arbor body, I guess. I don't know the right terms for them, but we're able to fit 13-14 yards of mulch in this guy. We could drop it at a site. We're able to drive our little tractor right in. Don't have to deal with dumping it on a site, having to clean up afterwards. Not for nothing, we could drop the can, take the truck, go elsewhere, go to another job site. So,
dude, that's freaking awesome.
The productivity of these trucks is just amazing. Honestly, higher than I thought it'd be.
Wow.
From coming from dealing with wheelbarrows and
tractors.
Yeah,
exclusively. Yeah.
Exactly. Move over here. We got our newest toy.
Yeah.
Fun toys. We got a Cat 304 mini excavator. So this guy we picked up just about a month ago. So ordered it probably 3-4 months back. Came in a month ago, and we've had it on a few job sites. Got about 30-40 hours on it. 30-40 hours on it already. So yeah, no complaints about that guy. Cat has had to come out about 3 times for some mechanical issues, some fuel issues, pissing hydraulic fluid everywhere. So, but Cat service, you can't beat it. You call them, they're there same day, they get you taken care of. So that's why we run Cat.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So we pan over here. We got another Shirt Track Landscape Pro enclosed trailer. This one's white, doesn't match anything. So it's due to go in for a full wrap. We're gonna have it be basically rolling billboard, but we just honestly haven't had time. It's what, July 3rd today, so we've been in that spring rush mode. We just can't give up a trailer for a week or however long it takes them to do a full wrap on it. So we got it all set. It's in the making. It's just finding the time to do it.
Amen to that, bro.
But yeah, like I said, it's our project trailer. We got our basically everything for our hardscape landscape jobs in there.
Dude, that's awesome.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for out here, and it's a.
Now, do you guys own this this site, or do you rent, or what's the story there?
We rent. Yep. So this site, I got a call last year from a guy asking for a quote to do a gravel parking lot. Came, gave him a quote, said, hey, what's going on with the building? What are you doing with it? He said, I was going to start a dumpster rental company. He bought a 5500 with a switch and go, had it all going on, and something ended up happening, and he said, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I sold the truck. Now he's stuck with the building. Okay. So I said, well, you plan on renting it out? He said, yeah, I am. And I said, throw me a number. Let me know. So the shop itself is a 30 by 45, so nothing crazy. It's just an aluminum building. It's not a pole barn. It doesn't have radiant floors. We're not going bougie here, but we're able to pull the truck in there in the winter. We're able to work on stuff. We're able to keep the plows stored in the summer months. Just nice having an enclosed area coming from where we were before, which was basically just a field with gravel, and having to work on stuff in the rain and in the freezing cold, which we all have to deal with. So
been there, done that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Working under the Home Depot pavilions at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Let's do this really quick. Let me ask you about your company.
Absolutely.
Because like I was joking earlier, you're 19 years old.
Yep.
A lot of younger guys watching this. You've accumulated a lot of equipment.
Right.
There's a lot more we're gonna get into inside the barn. How did you get started doing all this? Give me like your 2-minute story for anybody who doesn't have time for the podcast just yet.
Yeah.
How did you get started doing all this?
Absolutely. So as a kid, I was obsessed with riding mowers. I was that weird kid. But I started cutting grass when I was 9 years old, knocking on neighbors' doors saying, hey, can I mow your lawn for 10 bucks? Took my parents' Craftsman 21-inch push mower, making it happen. And then from there, I stuck with it. My thing was I was obsessed with lawn mowers, lawn equipment. So every time I got money, I just wanted to buy something new, whether it be a weed whacker, a blower, or a mower, just something. I loved equipment, so I stuck with that throughout school. Once I turned 14, bought my first truck, hired my first real employee. We would work after schools, on the weekends, just making it happen, doing the hustle. And then let's see, COVID hit my junior year of high school, and honestly that was kind of like a saving grace for me. Wasn't a big fan of school, knew I wasn't going to college at that point, so I said, you know what, screw it, we're gonna go and do it full time. So I'd log on to school on my computer, throw the computer in the truck, and go work.
Wow.
So, and then fast forward, let's see, I graduated high school in 2021, so graduated, and then fast forward to today, and here we are.
That's awesome. Yeah. Let me ask you this. One of the things that I'm trying to dispel the myth of is the mommy and daddy's money, or everything was just given to you. We did the podcast explicitly. Nothing was given to you like this. This is all hard earned. This is all sweat equity. This is everything that you put together, you and your guys and your team. And I just want to give you guys a big big congratulations, because you guys have worked for it, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to deal with my parents every now and then. I told my dad I wanted the F600. But he bought me the F550, so
okay.
We have to deal with it every now and then. But
Yep.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, no. Luckily, I was put in the position to where I was born with that work mindset, and if you have a goal, you'll get there one day. It's just having the perseverance to get through all the crap, and we talked about it on the podcast, having to deal with certain days where you just want to quit, you just want to throw it in. And I told Brian, I said, I deal with crap all week. You know, I'm stressed out all week, but then at the end of the week, I'll stand back, I'll look at, you know, the trucks lined up, I'll look at the shop, I'll look at the skid steers, the equipment, and just, you know, that 20 seconds makes it all worth it.
Amen.
You know, it's like I said, you know, living my dream as a 12-year-old kid, you know, here we are today. So.
Dude, that's awesome. I really encourage you guys to check out the podcast. Tom did a great job. We talked about the highs and the lows.
Oh yeah.
And it's not always just pretty shiny equipment, right?
Yeah, right.
That's
Unfortunately,
awesome.
I wish it was.
All right, so we're going to the shop. I guess that's probably on deck.
Absolutely.
I'm following you, man. Where are we going next? All right, so we're inside the shop.
Yes, we are. So like I said, this is a 30 by 45 shop. Like, you know, for where our business is now, honestly, it's a perfect size for us. You know, as we grow, of course, get bigger trucks, more equipment, clearly we'll grow out of it. But for now, I mean, this is perfect size. Like I said, we're renting it, so it's just perfect for us, perfect situation. But I guess we'll start with our racking in the shop. I guess it's part of the shop. So.
There you go.
Pallet racking. Honestly, you can get this stuff pretty cheap. I think I got it off Marketplace, $800 for, you know, all of these sections. We have an extra few out back too, so you can get this stuff pretty cheap, and it holds a decent amount of weight, clearly. So during the summer months, we store our snowplows up here. So up here in New York, I was telling Brian, pretty much all Fisher. Probably 80% of trucks run Fisher plows. It's just what we use, what we like, and works for us. So we got 5 Fisher stainless V plows up there for our trucks. We just picked these guys up for our skid steers. These are Fisher XRS wing plows. So kind of similar to the XLS, a little bit more of a dumbed down design, less hydraulics, but these things are sweet for the price point compared to, you know, a Cage or Arctic, something of that nature, where you're looking at $10,000, $12,000. These for a skid steer are around $6,000 or $7,000.
Well, that's not bad.
Great alternative for, you know, budget friendly snowplow, and we do a lot of HOA work too. So back dragging driveways, I mean, they kill it.
Dude, that's awesome.
So yeah, we love our Fisher plows to say the least, I guess. But we look back here, we got a couple of extra mowers. We got a backup Exmark Stars back there. It's missing a wheel. We always are running into issues like that.
Hey, one quick question before we run over here. What's the sign say back there?
Honk for Daddy Mags.
Honk for Daddy Mags?
That's one of my buddies, and we like to play jokes on each other. So last year on my birthday, he ordered, let's see, I think 30 signs that said, "Happy birthday, Daddy Mags," with a picture of my face on it. Put them all around town.
No way.
I was getting phone calls and pictures from clients saying, "Is this you?" And it said Daddy Mags on it. So, I mean, he's the most immature 38-year-old I know. But.
That's awesome. Well, hey, if you guys can't see the sign, make sure you guys leave a comment down below. It says honks for Daddy Mags.
Absolutely.
That's how we know you watched this far into the video.
Right. Yeah, so this guy right here was my first piece of, I guess, heavy equipment, but bought this guy years ago, and honestly, to this day, this is one of the best machines that we own. This thing makes, you know, as a landscape company, this thing makes us so much money, it's not even funny. You know, I'd say this will, on a mulch job, this will replace easily 3 to 4 guys with wheelbarrows, you know, on a bad day. I mean, this thing just carries its weight in gold. So, you know, this is our little mulch mule. Like I said, we're able to drop switch and go. We drive this guy right in, and we're able to knock out a lot of work with this little machine. We got turf tires on it, so we don't have to worry about tearing up lawns, which is always a concern working with landscaping with bigger equipment. People see us pull up with, you know, a skid steer or an excavator on the trailer, and they say, "You're not driving that over my lawn."
Right.
My septic system's in the back, and, you know, a little machine like this, we're able to drive it over septic tanks, leach fields, pretty much anything and everything. We don't have to worry about anything breaking or any insurance claims.
That's awesome.
That's always a pro.
Great job, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the switch and go, like you said, you put it in the back of the truck, and you can just get it from site to site, and including snow. You were telling me some great stories.
Yeah. Which we'll get into that as we get over there.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, but we get into the fun toys.
There you go.
We got our 2 skid steers here, 2 cat skid steers. So this guy is a 259. We've had this for a little bit over a year now. It's got 400 or 500 hours on it. Been a great machine, solid machine. And then we got a 262 wheeled machine over here. So this guy we picked up this past winter. Also a great machine. We've only got maybe 150, 200 hours on it, maybe. But so far it's been a good machine. Like Brian said, it is July 3rd today, so tomorrow's 4th of July. We do a 4th of July parade every year, so we usually don't run our skid steers with wheel shine on them and looking all pretty. You know, we look like actors, as Brian would say. But yeah, usually, I mean, these are the cleanest these things have been in months. And same thing with the shop. We had some of the guys come in this morning, clean things up a little bit, because it's just, you know, it's been a crazy, hectic spring.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Which isn't a bad thing. Can't complain too much. But yeah, as we come over here, like I said, we got our pallet racking. Then we got a little makeshift workbench. I'd love to, you know, when I build my dream shop, get the full size workbench, but, you know, in here, because we are, you know, a little little strained on our space. This is just what we have to deal with now, which, hey, it's all right. At least we got a shop, right?
Amen to that, dude.
So we come over here, like I said, 4th of July parade tomorrow, so we got another F550 here with a switch and go. This year for the parade, we decided to do a little bit of a backyard area. So we had a project a few weeks ago. We did all artificial turf in the backyard, so we had a little bit of that left over. Cut that out for the flatbed. We got a Cambridge fire pit on here, Cambridge wall, matrix wall, both limestone quarry blend stone color, which honestly is my personal favorite. You know, as far as the hardscape stuff goes, usually, you know, we try to stick to using similar materials. Clearly, it doesn't pan out for every job, but you know, limestone quarry is my go-to for almost every job. And then, you know, whenever we have extra, we can just use it on another job. So luckily our supplier takes returns as well. So we don't have that, you know, graveyard of materials that so many contractors do have, which, you know, we have a few pallets out there, but not nearly as bad as some guys deal with, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but so this truck also, like I said, is identical to that truck out there, except it's got a flatbed on it. So during the winter months, we got a snow blower for our little tractor over there. We're able to hoist it right onto the back of the flatbed here. We got a plow on the front of this truck, so the guy running this truck, he's able to plow with the tractor on the back. When he gets to a site with sidewalks, able to drop the tractor right off, do the sidewalks, pop it right back on the flatbed, and get going.
Dude, that's awesome. Where did you come up with that idea? That's brilliant.
Yeah, so we were looking at the switch and goes. I think it was, geez, Equip Expo. It might have been before COVID even. And you know, I was curious on, you know, as far as snow goes. So originally I was just gonna get one switch and go, and then one of the trucks with just a regular dump landscape body on it. And you know, because we got these, you know, when it was in the peak of COVID, so you know, we were dealing with
supply chain.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
All the bull crap. Yeah. So the dealership came back to me for the beds. So I said I want one switch and go and one, you know, regular rugby landscape body. He said it's gonna be cheaper, just get 2 switch and goes.
Oh wow.
So I said, all right.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I'm not gonna fight with you on that.
Right.
So we got the other switch and go, and like I said, we'd measured it out for the tractor with the snowblower and realized it did fit on the flatbed before we got it. So I was like, oh, absolutely, get the flatbed. And then, you know, like I said, that way the guy doesn't have to worry about towing around a trailer throughout a storm. We don't have to have a dedicated sidewalk machine at each site, or, you know, have guys dealing with the little Toro snow blowers, which, don't get me wrong, those things are awesome. But, you know, for a lot of our sites, even, you know, our HOAs, the guys will drop the tractor down and do the driveways with the tractor because they can do it in a lot less time, and maybe not a lot less time, but they can do a much better job than, you know, a 28-foot long truck with a V-plow on the front, tearing up grass and, you know, water main heads, and you know, we've seen it all.
There you go.
So yeah, it's definitely a helpful unit to have, I'd say. Honestly, these trucks have been, you know, just a game changer for us and our business here.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of equipment, man. A lot of equipment.
Absolutely. A lot of stuff. This is my personal truck, 2021 F350 Lariat. A little bit nicer, got to be a little bougie, you know. But no, when you're putting, you know, 30,000 miles a year on a truck, when, you know, for me, I basically live in my truck, you know, going to quotes, going to sites, doing, you know, whatever I have to do day to day. You know, it is nice to have something a little bit nicer. You know, I didn't go with the diesel option. Clearly, I'm not towing with this truck quite a bit. If we come look in the bed, I do have a 75 or 100 gallon transfer tank here, which when I bought the first skid steer, my buddy said it's a must-have. Spend the $1,200 or, you know, whatever it is. And honestly, this thing has been sweet because we can leave a piece of equipment on site for, you know, 3-4 weeks, however long the job is, and, you know, pull the truck right back there, fill it up, don't have to worry about it. One thing I wish I did spend the money on was a filter for this tank, because we're dealing with it now. Some stuff in the bottom of the tank onto our tractor, and now we're dealing with issues with that. So
no.
A little, you know, for me, when the guy said, "Do you want a filter for it?" I said, "Nah, you know, cheaping out."
Save $50.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's like, maybe I should have spent the $50.
Live and learn.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if we go around back, I think we might have a few other trailers around back.
I'm following you, bro.
Not positive, but.
And again, so right now, what's the commercial residential kind of setup? What do you guys do for work? And you said patios and stuff like that too?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, as far as like the landscape, hardscape things go, mainly residential. We do, you know, a handful of commercial jobs every now and then, you know, as it comes in. But, you know, as far as the mowing and maintenance goes, like I said, we're probably about 50% commercial, 50% residential. So,
okay.
Yeah, I want to say as far as the commercial properties, we're around 20, 25 right now. And then the residentials, we're right around 80 to 100. I mean, it's always fluctuating. People are moving. People are always signing up. So, you know, just kind of what we deal with. But Yeah, no, I mean this year we've been fortunate enough to not have to worry about work coming in. That was kind of a worry at the beginning of this season. People are saying, oh, we're gonna go into a recession. Oh, nobody's gonna be wanting to spend money on their backyard and whatnot. And you know, it was definitely it's always something that I keep in the back of my mind. You know, always a fear, but just, you know, that hasn't been the case luckily, and work's been coming in like crazy. We're booked out, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, which is our, like, you know, our perfect, I guess, the bread and butter. So
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep, but yeah, as we go around back here, we got a couple of salters over here. Again, Fisher salters, just, you know, what we like to run.
This video is sponsored by Fisher.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe one day.
That's awesome.
Christian over here with snow axe.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Yeah. And then around back here, we got our 16-foot church track dump trailer, which, you know, now that we have dump trucks, dump trailer doesn't get used quite as much, but still is helpful on jobs. We can still fit a decent amount of mulch in there. During the fall months, we do a leaf box on the dump trailer. It's just a little bit easier. Last year we did it on the switch and go, which was okay. The debris loader was up pretty high, which made it kind of a pain to start and whatnot. So we'll probably do it again on the trailer this coming year. But yeah,
that's awesome.
As far as equipment goes, that's pretty much it.
That's awesome, man. Hey, yeah. This one day you could maybe even buy this property too. Have you had that conversation yet?
Yeah, I have talked to the guy about it. He's getting more into buying rental properties. So he's like, nope, I'm good. So
yeah,
okay, well, let me know.
One day, man.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it definitely is a nice property. You know, we don't pay an arm and a leg here, which is, you know, really nice. Like I said, the guy built the building brand new and never ended up using it. So we were basically the first tenants in a brand new building, which, I mean, you can't complain about that too much.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I was telling Brian, the nicest thing about having a shop in the winter months is being able to park your salt trucks inside and not having to worry about the salt freezing up in your hopper, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have been there before, where you're out there at 3 a.m. with a shovel just going ham on it because you left a little bit of salt at the bottom.
Yep.
And the worst thing is when you leave a little bit of salt at the bottom, freezes up, and then you load up, and then you press the controller on and starts beeping at you and throwing you all the codes. So that was this past year. We moved into the shop early December, so we got to have it throughout the winter, and I can't get over how nice it's been. So.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, any parting thoughts for these guys? Maybe where can they find you? But
yeah,
dude,
nothing crazy. But yeah, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, TikTok at Mags Lawn and Landscape. So we just started the YouTube channel a few months back in the winter. So definitely check that out. Now that we're into spring, things are crazy. So I was telling Brian, it's kind of hard to stay on top of the social media stuff. But yeah, trying to get a little bit back more into the social media. I was in it when I was first starting out. Kind of got out of it as I grew the business, and now I'm like, hey, why not? I mean, if I can get out there, help some of you guys out, some of you younger guys that are trying to make it happen like I was, then I'd love to. Dude,
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, of course.
All right, bro. Well, thanks for the tour, and dude, seriously, congratulations to you, your team. I got to meet all the guys. Actually, they were doing a 2/3 day mowing on the holiday weekend here, just getting a couple lawns in, so we were getting too far behind. But
yeah, right.
Awesome guys, awesome shop. You got a great attitude, and just really, you did a really good job on the podcast. Encourage you guys to check that out too. So thanks again for the tour, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are welcome back anytime.
All right, man. Well, that's what we got, guys. We'll hang tight, and we'll come right on back. All right, guys. Well, I just want to say a big thank you again to Tom for opening up his shop and his equipment setup to give us a quick tour of everything that they've got going on. If you guys saw in the video, that was actually on July 3rd, and that was the day before they were getting ready to participate in the town parade. So I super appreciate him opening up on a Monday and just letting us kind of zip on through there really quick to film some of his awesome equipment. Hey, really quick, as you guys know, and we said at the top of the show, this tour is brought to you guys by Stable, Equip Expo, and Echo USA. Hey, if you guys need some great product from Stable, I'll leave some links in the description down below. Make sure you guys check them out. And if you happen to see them at a trade show or at a tour spot, give them a shout, give them a high five, and say, hey, thanks for sponsoring the content on Brian's All Maintenance YouTube channel and bringing us all this awesome videos and podcasts. We couldn't do it without them. Make sure you guys are stabilizing your equipment every fall and every spring from the previous season, so that way your equipment's going to start up that following season and it's not going to give you guys any troubles or any issues. All right, well, that's what I got for you guys in today's video. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.